welcome to 30 Minutes Buns and Guns. Coming to you from my garage, finally back in my garage. However, it's a chilly 9 degrees in here. So I'm gonna keep moving. I don't know if that's gonna motivate me to work harder today, not sure. But wherever you are, make sure you've got space, watch your environment. Now I'm back in here, I've got some garage door rails above me, so I need to keep my eye on those. Just be careful where you're working. And we're going to use weights if we have them. Some of you have some of our tension bands, so we can use those if you'd like. And if I remember, I'll pick some up and give options. Right now, we're just going to start on the spot, either marching or jogging. Nice and easy. If you've been sitting all morning, just waking up those body parts that have been still. Getting a little more intensity as you go into it. If you're marching, maybe you're starting to bring those knees up. If you're jogging, again, you can bring them up, engage your core. A couple of deep breaths. One more. Okay, let's really get that jog or that march going. I need everybody to work hard today to warm me up. Hopefully it is a little warmer where you are. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it down, and we're going to start into jacks. And this is where we need to check everything around us. Are we going to hit anything with our arms? If you want to do low jacks, you're stepping side to side. Whichever level you're at, just making sure your knees stay slightly bent. Full range with the arms. Warm up through the shoulders. My fingers are a little cold. 4, 3, 2, last one, into our squats. Sideways view of squats. Sitting back, weight over your heels. Lift up your toes. Arms out for a counterbalance. Keep the shoulders back, chest open. Sit down. So maybe you're starting here, and then you want to get a little bit more intense. So you sit down even more. But keep sending those hips back. Don't dive those knees forward over your toes. Squeeze on the way up. 2 more. 1 more. And jogging again. And maybe this time you've got heels coming up to your buns. Arms moving forward and back. Try not to get them going like in side to side, like a washing machine. Forward and back motion, or up and down. Four, 3, 2, 1, and jacks. Landing softly on those feet. You don't have to press the heels right down. Always a slight bend in the knees. Good. 4, 3, 2, last one, into our squats. Sit back. Check once in a while, look down at your toes. When your body's at its lowest point, you should still see those toes out in front of your knees. Couple more. 4, squeeze up, glutes and inner thighs. 1 more. Good, shake it out. Okay, so we're going to start with our biceps. We can load up with some heavier weights. So I usually have my 7 pounds. Now that I'm down here, I've got my 10s, and I'm just going to go a little heavier. And we're going to start doing alternating lunges forward. Switch your legs side to side. And then go into bicep curls. So I really need to concentrate on turning my wrists. These weights are quite a bit bigger, not just in weight, but just in their dimensions. When I have those hands up to my shoulders, I want the palms facing the shoulders. Good. So we slow it down, come to a little bit of a stop, and then press back with the legs. Curl, press back. Adjust the weights if you need to. You can do the whole thing with no weights at all. Two more. Last one. Good stuff. Okay. Keeping one of the 10 pounds in my hand, and you can use whatever weight you want. We're going to hold our stance with legs wide apart, and we're going to hang on to the weight, and if you've got one of these, hang on to the ends of your weight, and we're going to do our lumberjack. So up tall, we reach here, and then when we come down, we go on the side of our back leg. So come up and over, down and chop the wood. Up and over, down and chop the wood. If you lose your balance a little bit, take your feet wider apart. They shouldn't be right in front of each other. We want a stable base, feet wide. It's up and down, and up and down. When you reach up, feel the stretch through the core. Up and down. Two more. Then we got to switch sides. Good. Bring it up. Shake it out. Get ready. So it's a long stride and it's a wide stride. So get your balance. Bend the back knee. Ready to reach up. And then bring it down. Whoops. And now I'll lose my balance. Up and down. So your first couple, you might be making some adjustments. It's reach up and across, down and chop the wood. Up. So feel that stretch when you reach up and then down. And it's a very careful placement. We're not letting the weight pull us down really quick. Up and down. Up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. I'm going to my 7 pounds. There we go. And I'm going to start to touch the leg back, hinging forward, so that when I touch the leg back, if you've got a mirror or anything, you can see a nice long line. Head, shoulders, hips, and heels. Core tight. And then when the right leg goes back, the right arm goes forward. Left leg back, left arm forward. Palms facing up. Extend the arm. Adjust the weight if you need to. Now take the legs a little wider. Start to do a squat in the middle. So here's the view of what's going on there with the taps. Squat and tap, squat and tap. And the arms out front. Good. And now the legs, if you want more work, you don't tap. You lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nice controlled squeeze. Shoulders stay stable. Good. Core tight. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. We're going to go into a wide-legged squat. And adjust. Go to your lowest point. And here, let's just make sure our feet are wide enough so I can still see my toes. And then we start. Down, squeeze up. Down, squeeze up. Down, squeeze up. So when you go down, you might lean forward just a little bit, but make sure you're not doing this. It's not about shoulders to the floor. It's about shoulders staying up. And we start to alternate our lift to the front. Maybe you're getting tired. Maybe you want a lighter weight. Adjust if you need to. Squeeze those legs. It's not just about arms. Squeeze those legs. Make it even more challenging than it really is. Squeeze more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Bring those feet in just a little wider. Sorry, a little narrower. Okay. We're just going to go side to side. One side, and the other side. Down, down. Good. So if you brought those legs in a little too far, which I think I might have, I'm actually adjusting back out again. Arm down, pull back to your hip. Core tight. A little bit of core work. Also stretching the inner thigh. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Come to center again. And I've just brought my heels in a little closer towards center. Back into that wide leg squat, squeezing inner thighs, squeezing glutes, shoulders back. Go back to single arms. If it's in your practice, we can lift both arms together. Up and down. Up. Go slow so we don't get the swing through the back. Keep the back nice and straight. Up. Do it without weights. Whatever works. Can you do 2 more? 2 more. I'm getting to my limit. 1 more. Oh yeah. Really good. So I'm going a little lighter. Feet underneath my hips. Bent knee, hinge at the hips. Core tight. And then elbows pulled up and squeezing in. And I go back. Back. Working. Back of the arm, upper arm, tricep area. Good. Good. Keep going with the weights. If any of you have these bands, what we can do is start to hold the band. We're choking up quite a bit, holding it at our shoulder with the stable arm, and then pushing back, elbow high. Choke up as you need to, and try to keep your wrist neutral on the hand that's doing the pressing. Good. So if you're doing a band, 1 arm at a time, we're going to switch. Here we go. Switch to the other side. If you're doing the weights, take a break if you need to, otherwise keep going. For 8, 7, 6. Watch that those elbows aren't starting to creep down lower. Keep them up there. 2 and 1. Great. So palms up, elbows dig into your waist. So we're just going to start to rotate open, bring it back. Rotate open, bring it back. Keep that going. And if you've got a band, we're gonna go open. So if I've got the band, I've got my thumbs pointing. I still have the elbows locked to my side into my waist. And it's an open and a close. Resist when that band wants to pull you in quickly. Out and in, out and in. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Okay, our over row deadlift. And then a squat, push, squat, stand. So again, a lot of this move is in the center line of your body. So I feel I can go a little heavier, but I might be going down in weights as I go through a few more reps. So feet under your hips, hinge forward from your hips, and we row, and we extend, and we deadlift. It's an over, row, extend, deadlift. Over, row. I want you to tighten through the legs, inner thighs and glutes, but do not lock the knees when you stand. And keep them soft when you're bent over. Core tight. Over, row, extend and stand. Row, extend and stand. One more. Okay, this is where the weights might get challenging. Do what you can to start to squat. Send the hips back. Keep the knees behind your toes. And we're going to go to shoulder press, shoulder stand. Shoulder press, shoulder stand. Shoulder press. When you press, stretch up and stand tall. Press up, stand tall. Press up, stand tall. One more time. Up. Good. Whew. Ready to combine both. Over row, deadlift, squat, push, squat, stand. Here we go. Over row, deadlift up, squat, push, squat, stand. Over row, hinge at the hips, soft knees, core tight. Squat, push, sit back. Squat, stand, sit back. Over row. Deadlift. Squat, push. Squat, stand. The last time, over row. And deadlift. Squat, push. Squat, stand. Good. All right. I'm going to go to my 5-pounders. And I'm going to have my hands away from my body. Tap side to side. And this is where we go one side. Reach across your body. Front corner of the room, whatever room you're in, like you're trying to reach for a shelf. As you lean forward and reach a little further, you engage the core and feel a stretch. One side of your body. The open side, for me it's my left. Nice and long. 2 more. Last one. Bring it down, keep tapping. Other side, elbow up. Reach over. Reach over. And over. Now lean a bit more. The shelf moved away. More of a challenge. Just beyond your reach. Really reach for it. Engage the core. Support your back. Keep it safe. Keep that elbow pulling back at the same height. 2 more. 1 more. Really good. Okay. Wide stance again. We're going to go into our lunge, shoulder, lunge, shoulder, lunge, shoulder. Start moving the leg if you want. Lunge, step in. Lunge, step in, maybe a press. step in and press. Maybe it's a knee and press. So different variations, wherever you're comfortable. If you are doing the step out and in, really pay attention to the placement of your foot and the alignment of that knee. Press. 2 more. Good. Shake it out, and then place your feet into one side, bring it back. So on this one, your whole shoulder is moving with the weight, facing the floor, facing the front. And now if you choose to move the leg, we're very careful when we step back out, not driving the knee forward, and the knee and toe pointing in the same direction. Maybe it's a knee up and a press. So as you know what to do on the first side, go on to your second side, whatever level you want to reach. Go there without me, it's okay. Core tight, tight. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Really, really good. Okay. I'm going back to 10 pounds. Actually, I'm going to dial it up. So, this is going to be our suitcase squat, where we have an imbalance, heavy weight on one side, nothing on the other. And we just start going into squats. 1, 2, 3, and then squeeze up. 1, 2, 3, and then squeeze up. Sideways view. Push those hips back. In order to go down closer to the floor, it's about the hips going back, and you may even lose your balance a little bit to the back because you're digging in your heels. Your test is, can I lift my toes? Right here at your lowest point. And you're working against that weight on one side, keeping your body stable, squeeze up, give it a little rest. When you're ready, switch to the second side. This time we're going to go down 1, step up 3. Here we go. So it's down on 1, step up slow, 2, 3. Down 1, squeeze up slow, 2, 3. Down 1, squeeze up, 2, 3. Down 1, up 2, 3, 4. I'm counting all different ways. 1, 2, and 3. And down, 1, 2, and 3. And down, 1, 2. Last time. Down, 1, 2, 3. Probably felt that not only in the glutes but also in your thighs. Okay. And our last move. So it's going to be our skier, just in case we get a little bit more snow. And again, our feet are close together, and we're going to dig in our poles, pull ourselves up. Dig, pull. Dig, pull. And on the pull, push up your elbows. Push up your elbows. Push. Yep, you got it. So our hands are more of a hammer curl position, as though we had those ski poles in our hands. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good stuff. Okay, I'm going to keep these in my hands as we do a little bit of balance work. So stand on one leg, soften your knee, and start to lift and lower. Touching the ground if you want, if you need to. If you can do the work without touching down, that's a little bit more of a challenge for balance, engaging the core. And now start to go into a bicycle. Check your standing knee, it stays soft. Good, bring the knee up. It's a really big circle. Good, those arms are still working. 2, and 1. I didn't finish my last one. A little bit of balance there. Okay, soft knee, standing leg. And let's start to lift and lower. Touching if you need to. Good. Find your balance. Try and look at something that's not moving. That might help. And this time, our bicycle goes backwards. And because it's not a natural move, it might be more challenging. So you might be stepping down. That's okay. Okay. There, my timer just got me out of doing a couple. 2 more. 1 more. Great. Okay, standing again, feet under your hips, soft knees. Take it down for 2. Back up for 2. Other side for 2. Back up for 2. Not so cold in here anymore. Maybe that's because I got nice and warm. Good. Down. So really not a whole lot is changing in the legs. We want to make sure that we don't lift a foot off the ground. So as I lean to my right, I don't want my left foot coming off the ground. Or same thing for the other side. Keep both feet planted so that the lean comes through the waist, middle of your body. Last side. Good. Okay, let's get rid of those weights. Before we go into stretches, maybe a little quick drink. Deep breath in. And out. And out. And out. And up. Grab those hands together. Pull, pull, pull. Away from your shoulders. Keep those palms facing you as you bring the arms down in front. Thumbs point up. And you're feeling the stretch as you pull those arms away from your upper body. You're feeling the stretch through the shoulders, upper back. Bring it down. Deep breath in. Grab those hands together. This time flip your palms as you bring the hands down in front. Your thumbs are pointing down. You're looking at the back of your hands. And you lean forward, lead forward with the heel of each palm and stretch down the outside of your arms. So feeling that a little bit in the triceps and your forearm. Bring it down. Bring those hands back behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Open the chest. Reverse the rounding that we get, whether it's working on our desktop, laptops, on our phones and tablets, driving, whatever it is. Shake out. Bring one hand so that the bicep is by your ear, elbow is up to the ceiling, and try to feel a stretch through the tricep. And sorry, I've got quite a few bulky items of clothing, so hard to see the muscle groups, but tricep, back of the upper arm. And bring it down. Okay, so we're going to go into a nice long stride. And again, I invite you to take your legs wide as well as long front and back. So the wide will give you a more stable base for balance. We hinge forward from the hips. Let's engage the core. Now the back foot, I want to make sure the toes are pointing straight ahead. I bend the knees slightly and then I really dig the heel of the back foot into the ground. And when you're doing that, feeling the stretch in the calf of the back leg. So here, really feeling that stretch as we press the heel. If you want to feel it even more, glue the heel and even bend your knee more. And come out of that. Roll up onto the ball of the back foot. Press forward with your hips. Sink down a little bit if you're comfortable with it. Bring your right arm, if it's your right leg that's back, your right arm comes across your body. Hug in, keep your shoulder down. Release, come on up, step in. Hands on the back leg, sit back. It's always about pushing those hips back behind us. Dig your weight into your heel and lift your front toes. And again, you're feeling the stretch, glute, hamstring, calf of that extended leg. Down and roll. Switch to the other side. So nice long stride, wide base. Lean forward, engage your core. Soft knee, back leg, press the heel, back foot. Check your toes, making sure that both feet are pointing straight ahead. Bring those shoulders back up onto the ball of your foot. There we go. And now I need to find my mouse. There we go. And we can bring the arm across, shoulder down, lean the head away. So we get a stretch through the neck and back to front, over the shoulder. Release, step in halfway. Pressing your weight into your back foot, the back heel, lifting up the front toes. Stretch the glutes up here, hamstring, and the calf. There we go. Toe down, roll up. Last stretch for our quads. So lean against something if you need to, or work on balance. And keep your hands free. Your knee is soft on your standing leg. You press your hips slightly forward. You move your knee on that stretching leg slightly back. Now squeeze your glutes. And feel the stretch down the front of your thigh. Switch sides. Again, with support or working on balance, press forward with your hips. Squeeze your glutes. And bring it down. Deep breath in. Let it go. One more time. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Have a great day. Stay warm. See you.